If you've tried to buy a house in this market, especially in the Seattle market, you know that it is expensive as hell. And if you've been watching my videos, you also know that you need to buy real estate to start building your wealth long term. If you want security for your family, you want to build passive income, you just want to be freaking rich, you know that real estate is a great avenue to do that in. And the best time to buy is right now, because at least here in Seattle, prices are going up 18% a year. 18%, that's freaking crazy, which means the longer you wait, the more you're gonna have to pay. And I've been seeing this problem with my buyers where they're not making enough money to get qualified for a loan, and that's been discouraging them from owning property. 50% of Seattle rents. We're in a housing crisis. So what can we do to hack this real estate market? I've come up with a strategy that I'm helping my buyers with in this market. It's gonna solve the income issue and help you get a home in 2022 or 2021, whichever one. 2023 even. This strategy works in all time periods. It's gonna offset that income issue and help you start buying property. If we have not met yet, my name is Vena Jarabek. I'm a real estate agent here in Seattle. I've been helping buyers and sellers for years and years now, and seeing this issue time and time again of people just not making enough money to qualify for a house. The average price in Seattle is over $1 million now. It's not easy to get a home. So I thought to myself, is it possible for someone with a starting salary to get into this market? So let's do this. I've got my handy dandy iPad here. We're gonna look at the average starting salary. I'm gonna go for Seattle because that's the market I'm in. And we're gonna look at these numbers together real quick. All right, entry-level salaries in Seattle is $33,770 a year. We'll just go with that. First thing on Google. So when we think about getting qualified for a loan, you need a mortgage to buy a house, unless you've got that $1 million in cash. The one thing you do need is credit. You need a 620 credit score. I can't help you hack your credit. You're gonna need to just watch your credit reports and make sure you're paying everything on time. So getting pre-approved, what they do is they take your income, and the basic ballpark is they cut your monthly income in half and then subtract your debt to get your approval amount for a monthly payment on a house. Let's go with $34,000. Can we just do $35,000 for easy numbers? All right. So if you make $35,000 a year, you are making $2,900 a month. When we divide that in half, I'm gonna do the math in my head. When you divide $2,900 in half, what is that, $1,450? Yes. $1,450. And let's say you have like $400 worth of debt. That's $1,150. That gets you nothing in this market. I'll just tell you right now, pretty much nothing. But that's why I'm making this video, because I'm gonna show you guys it's possible. I'm gonna prove it. I've already helped buyers do this and get closed on this, so it works, but I wanna make sure you guys understand these numbers and show you how to do it. So I'm gonna go to my mortgage calculator. All right, iPad's not loading. Let's go to the computer. I know you guys can't see this, but I'll just tell you what it is. Alrighty, so you have $1,100 monthly payment with 5% down. $250,000. Yay! You can't buy anything in Seattle for $250,000. So what do? I'll tell you what we do. We are going to buy a multi-family. Vena, I can't even afford a single family. How am I gonna afford a multi-family? Well, you know what's kind of cool about the multifamilies? By the way, if you don't know, a multifamily is like a duplex, triplex, or a fourplex. These are all properties you can buy with an FHA loan, which allows you to put 3.5% down. You can check out my other video on how to buy a house to learn more about like how all that works, but just bear with me and trust me that it does for now. So a duplex is like a 2-unit, a triplex is a 3-unit, a fourplex is a 4-unit house. They each have their own separate units, kind of like an apartment building, just smaller. Anyways, you know what the bank lets you do with these things? When you first get the loan, they will let you use 75% of the potential rental income towards your qualifying income. And that's really big because that increases your pre-approval like crazy. Let me give you an example. So the other thing I get a lot is, Vena, I can't find multifamilies online. They're not in my market. Yes, they are. You just know how to find them. Most real estate agents know how to find them. So you get a really good realtor, you get a really good list of multifamilies. What do we say? 1,100, right? That's like what we can get approved for. 5% down payment, let's say. We can go with like a 3% interest rate. That's pretty conservative. $256,000. That's what we can afford. Now, if we go to Zillow real quick, and I'm using Seattle because it's a good example of a hot area, a hot metro area where prices are rising and it's just expensive to live there in general, and a lot of people live there. But adjust your numbers for your area. I mean, you could always go to like, I don't know, Minnesota and get a house for $250. My friend Andrew will sell you a house in Minnesota, but you don't want to live in Minnesota, respectfully. Like, Andrew, I love you, but Seattle is like really nice and that's where we want to live. So let's look at Seattle. All right, here we go. Zillow. Let's look at everything. Oh, we have lots of land. Okay. We got a studio in Tacoma. A house in Sultan. Marysville, 110, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Okay, it's on the water. We actually got some options out here, but we don't want that. We want a nicer house. Granite Falls. Let's go like closer into King County. What is this? Oh, boat house, 132,000. You can live in a boat with a starting salary. There you go, problem solved. Why would you even want to live in a duplex? I want to show you guys what this is, because the other huge benefit to this strategy is that once you get the other units rented, they're gonna cover the entire mortgage. It's house hacking, and people keep saying the biggest benefit of house hacking is that the renters pay your mortgage. But to me, and from where I'm standing, the biggest benefit is that you can use the potential rent to your qualifying income, because going into it, the assumption is that you need to be approved for the whole cost of the duplex by yourself. But that's not the case. You can use the rent towards your qualifying income. Let's look at this. And let's say we wanna live somewhere in Seattle. Here's how you find the multifamilies. You go to the home type. Multifamily. By the way, you can do this strategy by renting out rooms in your house, but multifamily is just like, makes a little more sense. Do you see how many multifamilies are in Seattle? We've got hella multifamilies in Seattle. So let's see, which area do we want to live in? Let's live in a nice area. Let's go Northgate. That's like a nice quiet-ish area. Never mind, that one's 1.6 million. Yeah, so you can see these prices are freaking insane. 1.2, 1.59, 1 million, 2.6. Here's one, 675 in Crown Hill. Look at that, it's pretty updated, it's nice. 46 days on Zillow. You could Airbnb it too. All right, it's a duplex. So the other thing is they usually tell you what they're renting it for. Not on Zillow, I guess. It is a top floor is 2 bed, 2 bath. That's really good. 2 additional Bright Studio units. This is a 3 unit. All right, so 3 units, 675. That is a good deal. It's been on the market for a while. The top unit is renting out for 2,000. It's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. And then both studio units downstairs are renting out for 1,000 each. So let's say you're a single person, you just need 1 bed, 1 bath, and then you're gonna rent out the studio and the top unit. That's actually $3,100 of rental income. So remember, our current approval is around $1,100. But now we've got $3,100 of potential rental income. And like I said, they'll take 75% of that. That's their rule. That's $2,325 added to your approval amount for your monthly payment. So let's go back to the mortgage calculator. 1,100 plus 2,325, 3,425. You guys, your mind's about to be blown. We slide this all the way up to 3,425-ish. There we go. We're putting 3.5% down. $700,000. That means we can afford the 675 duplex now because we're renting out the other unit. So our monthly payment is $3,400 on a $700,000 house. So on the 675 house, we're paying $3,240 a month. Remember, we have $3,100 of rent coming in anyway, so our monthly payment's $100. You're living in Seattle proper for $100 a month. How is that not the smartest thing to do, especially if you're new at your job, you're single, or you're a couple, you don't need a lot of space to live, you want hella low monthly bills so you can do other stuff like experience Seattle, travel, go shopping, whatever you want to do, because you have the freedom of a low monthly payment. You're welcome. Call me up. We can go start doing this right now. Let me know. So that is basically how it works. It's called house hacking. You need to have a job for 2 years and you need a 620 credit score. That's how you get qualified for the loan. And once you have those basic qualifications down, we just start looking at properties, and depending on the potential rent of each one, that is going to influence your approval amount. So that is pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions on this. My contact info is below. My team would love to help you get started on this in Seattle or surrounding areas. We serve all of Western Washington. We'd love to get you connected. And if this video helped at all and gave you some new insight on your options in this market, would you just leave a like and a subscribe? It'd mean the world for me and I'd appreciate it a ton. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.